Hey everyone, this is Pharaoh Silver, the Pharaoh of Beer Money Finance, back with another beer money video, and I am going to be walking a tightrope today. So for those of you that know of my past online life, today is going to be sort of a merging between the two, but I need to do it in a way that still remains friendly to the Beer Money Engine brand and putting my own current feelings about certain situations, certain groups, and certain people aside, at least for this video. This is about making money, saving money to make money through low effort means, and yes, two anonymous Beer Money Engine fans who are also part of the YangGang requested me talking about this. And as someone who was once a part of the YangGang way back when in another online life, I was intrigued when I heard Andrew Yang launched a new company called Noble Mobile. I saw the initial ad he put out 4 days ago, and holy shit, it's funny but quite cringe, honestly. I almost have to apologize to Atlas Reality for saying their ads are the kings of cringe on Discord, because I think Andrew Yang might genuinely be competing for that title. Well, while I can't exactly review it without getting another phone, I do want to go into a full deep dive into the numbers to see if the math and what you can earn from it actually works. So this is the math behind Noble Mobile. So before we get started, a crucial disclaimer. This is more of a math behind video, as I said, not a beer money review. I have not installed or used Noble Mobile myself. All my conclusions are based on their own publicly available information, and my goal is to analyze the math before anyone considers spending their money. And we're going to answer 3 questions. First, can you make a profit or any sort of decent cash back with this plan? Second, is this a good phone plan in general? And third, does it even do its job correctly? Well, let's get to it. But before we do, if you like videos like this, please do click that subscribe button, subscribe to Beer Money Engine, and click on the notification bell icon for more beer money related content. So let's start talking about what exactly is Noble Mobile. So it is a new wireless carrier, or mobile virtual network operator, MVNO, running on T-Mobile's 5G network. It was founded and is run by Andrew Yang himself as the CEO. This is not a celebrity endorsement, it is his company. Their mission is to be the first carrier that pays you to use your phone less. And having been watching current events lately, on the surface, it seems like something a lot of us could have needed for the last few years. Now, if we go to plan here and click on plan, they do keep it simple with one plan called the Noble Plan. For $50 a month, you get unlimited talk, text, and 5G data, no hidden fees. And then you notice these 2 little features here, cashback and loyalty rewards. So, like I said, the big selling point is their data dividends program. The idea is that you get cash back for data that you don't use. You get around $1 back for every 1 gigabyte of data that you don't use below a 20 gigabyte threshold. Now, this cashback obviously being capped at a maximum of $20 per month if you don't use any of the 5G data at all. That means that your plan will always cost you at minimum $30 a month. Now, their best perk is in fact this cash dividend plan. Any money that you save gets thrown into a Noble Cash account, and it grows at 5.5% annually, which is about 2% higher than even the best savings accounts right now, and does better on average than an iBond. Now, you can also see there's also member bonuses as well that they talk about, and yes, you can apply it to your monthly bill, you can redeem your cash back immediately, you can just watch it grow, whatever you want to do with it. But here's what I want to know, and this is kind of where people start talking about the beer money part. So with that interest, and again, member bonuses notwithstanding, as I said, could you ever earn enough to make this plan profitable? Well, I ran the numbers, and the answer is technically yes, but in the absolute best case scenario, earning $20 cash back. So that is no 5G data at all. Every single month, it would still take you 166 months to break even. That's 13 years and 10 months of paying for this service before your cashback balance finally equals what you spent. At that point, after nearly 14 years, you'll be $1 ahead, having spent almost $5,000 to get there. Now, for a beer money timeline, that is an absurdly long-term play. I've talked about how Atlas Earth and Go mining are risky. Well, but let's address something important. Normally on this channel, a product does cost you a red rating if it's just something that you have to pay for. It's not beer money. We've talked about this before, but remember what I said on my review on Helium Mobile, that I make an exception for essential services like a mobile phone plan, because it's a need, not a want in today's society. Heck, even many of the Amish use it for their work. So it's not entirely fair to base it solely on this. We need to compare it instead to other MVNO brands. So our second question, the first question is going to be irrelevant. I know that, it's not a great way to earn money, but again, this is a necessity. So we're going to cross out that first question. Is Noble Mobile the best value for an MVNO? And the answer to that is also pretty easily no. Just an example, my own plan, Boost Mobile, is just $25 a month for unlimited data. And as you all know from my previous review, Helium Mobile offers plans for as low as free $99, with its paid plans as low as $15 a month, and its unlimited plan costing just $30. The same as Noble's best case price, and I use Helium's free plan on my second phone. So is Noble Mobile a cheap plan? Compared to a $90 plan from Verizon that they talk about, sure. But for our community, who are smart about their spending, and for those who are looking for cheaper MVNO, lower priority data solutions, no, there are far cheaper options on the surface, but the secret sauce to Noble Mobile, again, seems to be in that data dividend plan, and it could eventually, over time, make it a better value than other MVNOs. So let's take a look at how the data dividend would compare with a few scenarios. So I'm going to take two different types of users for Noble Mobile. I'm going to take what they call here a normie. They use 10 to 12 gigabytes of mobile data a month, and a savvy grass toucher who only uses 5 gigabytes of mobile data per month, who would be somewhere around here, I'm going to say. And put the value of Noble Mobile up against two different plans. First is going to be Boost Mobile, because the math is easy with this one, $25 a month straight, unlimited, done. The second plan is Helium Mobile Infinity. This is a $30 a month unlimited data plan that also earns you $3 in cloud points every month that you use toward gift cards like Walmart, Amazon, and so on. The third plan is the Helium Mobile Air plan. Now this is a $15 a month plan that offers 10 gigabytes of mobile data and earns you $1.60 in cloud points every month that you can use toward gift cards. In this scenario, the normie will only use 10 gigabytes instead of 12, so we can get a real apples to apples comparison. All of these plans use T-Mobile except Boost Mobile, that not only uses T-Mobile, but Verizon, and building its own nationwide carrier network, going to promote itself to an MNO pretty soon. So how did Noble Mobile do? Well, here's the results, starting with the normie 12 gigabyte user. The normie would be spending a $42 a month net with Noble Mobile, the $8 rebate going into the Noble cash dividend. Except for the Air plan, they'll be spending $40 a month net, with $10 going to the cash dividend. Boost Mobile is $25 a month, so the interest you make from the cash dividend will have to make up $17 a month for Noble Mobile to have better value. For Helium Infinity, it's a $15 a month difference, as Helium Mobile's net cost plan is $27 a month after the cloud points, and for Helium Air, it's $26.60 a month cost difference that Noble needs to make up, as its Air plan is only $13.40 a month. For it to catch up and be a better value, it would require 19.2 years to be a better value than Helium Infinity, 20.8 years to be a better value than Boost Mobile, and 23.6 years to be a better value than Helium Air. Now for that savvy grass toucher who only uses 5 gigabytes of data, they will spend a net of $35 a month, with their $15 a month rebate going into the cash dividend. So the amount of savings they'd see is a little less. Noble Mobile only needs to catch up $10 a month to Boost Mobile, $8 a month to Helium Infinity, and $21.60 a month to Helium Air. With the point, it becomes better value at about 9.3 years for Boost Mobile, 7.8 years for Helium Infinity, and 16.3 years for Helium Air. Mind you, even in the best case scenario, putting it up against Helium Infinity, which honestly, if you're a savvy grass toucher, I have no idea why you would use that. Helium Air more than pays for your usage. It will take you roughly 2 presidential cycles to finally see real value. Now for the final part, my biggest issue with Noble's sales pitch. the main feature, paying you to use your phone less, it's well-intentioned, all right? But look, it can not only be done for free, but it's not even possible to do correctly through our phone provider anyway. So here's the thing, right? The latter first. The phone provider can only restrict your mobile data, but Wi-Fi is still unlimited, and there are plenty of Wi-Fi hotspots wherever you go. Hotels, your house, Starbucks. So it kind of defeats the purpose of setting your phone down and touching grass in the first place. All you're doing is restricting your phone usage when you don't have Wi-Fi nearby. Heavy users can still make near the maximum amount simply using Wi-Fi and still glued to their phones for 10 hours a day. And in many major cities, there are a bunch of Wi-Fi hotspots anywhere that they could go. I'm on Helium Mobile's free plan, and I use my phone for Beer Money apps a lot. I have yet to use more than 1 gigabyte in a single month, and you all know how heavy usage I need to put these phones to. You've all seen me play Palmon, right? Second, as far as wanting to turn your phones off, your phone already has these tools built in. On Android, it's called Digital Wellbeing. On iPhone, it's Screen Time. You can set data limits, app timers, and track your usage without paying a dime or switching carriers. Now, if you want to go a little further, or you don't have Digital Wellbeing or Screen Time because you have an older model, you can go and download something called Opal. In fact, this is exactly what I'll be doing on my 3-day road trip down US 29 next year. I'll be using these free tools to restrict myself to calls, text, camera, and YouTube music only as I do my little time warp trip. And I'm probably going to talk about that in my second channel sometime down the road. But right now, I'm telling you, you can do this for free in some cases and also much cheaper for your phone provider. So I don't need to pay Andrew Yang to touch grass. And the data dividend, they're one pretty good concept. Why don't I just take my savings I get with Boost Mobile for $25 a month, save $25 every month, and instead of giving it to Noble, I invest that $25 a month into an S&P 500 index fund. Or I could even put it in a savings account, and while it does grow a little slower, it's still more time needed for the Noble cash dividend to catch up. And 8 years was a long time to begin with. So let's recap. The math is clear. Noble Mobile is not a Beer Money app. It will never be truly profitable in a reasonable time frame. Cheaper plans exist, and its core feature can be replicated for much, much cheaper. This plan is for a very specific person, someone paying a premium to a major carrier who uses very little data and is highly motivated by Andrew Yang's brand and the digital wellness mission. But for the savvy user, there's better alternatives. Go to Helium Mobile and use the Air plan. Save yourself $35 a month. Download Opal. Ask it to block all your social media, or at least kind of be a wall in the way. There are cheaper and more effective ways to get the message across. So if I were to review this, my final rating would have been a red, pending any additional perks that Noble Mobile users might be enjoying in the future. It is a legit service as all MVNOs are, but there is no value to be had here in a reasonable amount of time. But this isn't a Beer Money review, so all I can say is Noble Mobile, only for a specific type of person. And honestly, with these prices, I can expect Noble Mobile to remain fairly stable, so you got that going for you as well. And that's the video. So what do you think? Care for a rebuttal? Let me know in the comments section below. Like this video if you enjoyed it. It's been a while since I did a math behind video, and don't forget to subscribe to Beer Money Engine. Also, big thanks to all of my patrons right here. You have all been wonderful. If you want to see why Atlas Earth is not an investment either, go check out the top video. The bottom video is going to be my latest video on my second channel, Pharaoh Silver. Go check it out. This is Pharaoh Silver signing out. I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.